actually, this is old ham.
And this is not a spring chicken. As you notice, the setup's a little bit different today because, well, actually, we're doing things a little bit different today.
Yeah, we're doing our rocky background. I mean, actually, we've got a really great rock situation set up, but because you can't see it because of the fact we're having to read off of a computer right now because we're doing a thing that, basically, anybody wonder where your turkeys come from?
Why would I wonder that?
Well, because, okay, turkeys...
Oh, as you can guess, Thanksgiving's coming up.
Turkey holidays, they call it. But those great, big, magnificent birds that people eat for the holidays that are basically sold all over the world now because they're a great source of protein for people, they are from this continent. They're not from anywhere else in the world.
Ah.
So it's just like, picture the traditional Thanksgiving dinner, a festive table, family, glowing candles, the centerpiece of the festive meal, the turkey, golden brown with stuffing and gravy on the side.
I love turkey.
Yeah, and then I
know, it makes you think of the holidays when you see turkey.
So this is where we're coming in. So, and this is a piece of this is something we haven't done before, so.
Do you want me to do it from this side over here?
Well, yeah, because they can't. And by now most people have known that the old guy did have somewhat of a problem, which is why he's setting.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm not really great right-handed, so but I love this one. Most people think of turkeys. Okay, you look at everybody. Most people remember the classic episode on let's see, with WKRP in Cincinnati, where they threw the turkeys out of the plane, and the guy had to plummet the earth like rockers, like they plummeted the earth like rockets. He didn't realize that turkeys couldn't fly. Well, yes, turkeys can fly, not domesticated turkeys, but wild turkeys. Basically, they can fly up to 55 miles an hour. A turkey can fly, a wild one.
55? Well, I figured the reason they couldn't fly as much is because they got them all plump for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and it's one of the fastest runners of all. It's even faster than I think an ostrich.
Really?
Yeah,
on those little legs?
15.
Because I mean, ostriches are big and tall, and
the turkeys are always running from everybody.
Gobble gobble gobble.
So,
gobble gobble.
But they basically, one of the turkey types comes from Yucatan and Guatemala Peninsula, and the other is from Mexico and the U.S. They're much more widespread. Well, yeah, everybody ate the turkey. So, they're 11 million years ago, and they were distributed continuously to the middle latitudes of North America to northern South America during the Pleistocene Age. I love the name for the turkey. Like Mia Grass's Gabo Palato.
Well, were they from the Galapagos Island?
No.
It says Galapavo.
That's just the name for the thing, so.
In the ancient language of the Aztecs in Mexico was one of the first animals in the Americas to be domesticated.
Dumb things will, they love food. They're like sort of monkeys. They'll do anything for food, which was not right because they ate them all.
Well, during the celebration, turkey eggshells, which had been saved for months, were thrown upon the streets to honor the god who favored them with such a plentiful source of food. Really? Could you imagine how stinky those were?
Yeah.
They saved the eggs for months?
Yeah, well, I have a tendency to believe
the eggshells.
You might have had egg fights. Yeah. I have a bet that the turkey eggs, the shells weren't kept. I think the eggs that basically smelled like rotten sulfur were probably, an egg fight, boom. Yeah, that would seem more like fun to me, because remember, the Aztecs and these people created soccer and things.
Oh, it's during the celebration. Yeah, it's turkey eggshells saved for months. He probably threw the whole egg.
Yeah, throw it. They had like a food fight back then. So all they find is the shells, where you wouldn't find the eggs in there. But I love it. Wasn't uncommon for over 1,000 turkeys a day to be sold in a busy Aztec market. They were kept in pins for their plumage, yeah. They needed your turkey feathers for necklaces, head adornments, and arrows, yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, appreciation of the turkey was also evident in Mayan culture, where parts of the birds were used in scarce ceremonies. Popularity among other tribes grew the turkey population, spread beyond Mexico by the time of the first European explorers.
Well, and see, part of it is turkeys are bigger than chickens, so there was more meat.
There's more meat then. A wild turkey tends to be tough, but domesticated turkey, God, I mean, you're talking 45-pound turkey. I
Really?
mean, yeah, I've had 45-pound turkeys.
Was it better than the little ones?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
because there's this like, it's almost all white meat.
Oh.
So, Eastern turkey subspecies, Gallipo, by bargain fusion leaf. Okay, okay, the blue plumage, as in the case of the Honduras turkey, grows more luxurious and magnificent. The family extends southward. That's male turkeys, boys, not the girls.
Yeah, and also North America with the Navajo Indians. They encountered the wild turkeys because basically the turkeys were hungry and they were coming into
Yeah, they scratched their food out. They lost the battle to Barnum for the cornfield, so they descended to eat them. Yeah, who ended up winning that battle?
Uh-huh.
That by barging and refusing to leave, the invading turkeys unwittingly provided a controlled source of protein and ornamental feathers instead of pests to become symbols of friendship and promise. Remember, have you ever seen those old Indian movies, back in the 1930s? They always wore turkey feathers. The Iroquois, the Algonquins.
Well, and part of it is
turkey
because
feathers.
the turkeys are bigger, the feathers are longer.
Yeah, bigger feathers, so, but, and some say Christopher Columbus named the turkey tuca, or the Tamil word for peacock, considering that Columbus thought he was in the middle of time. Not in the New World where he actually was, but where he thought he was.
Oh, okay. So he thought he was somewhere else.
So he named him the peacock, and the tuca, turkey tuca. So some say North Americans call the bird frisky. It's a word everyone else has mispronounced. Tuca-furky. Tuca-furky. Tuca-furky, turkey. Basically, you combine the two words together and you get turkey. Yeah. In 1519, Cortez and his fellow Spanish conquistadors.
See, this goes back a long way. This is not just during Thanksgiving.
No,
because the turkeys were around for a while.
Yeah. The Montezuma kept the turkeys in a zoo. Said that as food for the other animals. So they think that Cortez might have served a turkey because he was starving. So, well, trying to find something in the guy's zoo that they could eat.
Oh, well, part of it is the birds are big, so that was a lot of meat.
Yeah, because the Spaniards soon carried the savor El Pavo back to Europe, where it quickly became a popular bird. Well, it's because right there it said they're bigger than a goose.
Mm-hmm.
And because they're bigger than a goose, it's a cheap way of feeding a whole family. Anybody remember the Christmas Carol?
And it's probably why they did a celebration, because during celebrations you have more people. Yeah. So instead of cooking multiple chickens, you could just cook one big turkey.
That's right. And they just kept growing them. Remember that, they bitch at everybody, and the Republicans bitch up a storm about, cloning. Well, turkeys are cloned, folks. They just do selective breeding. They breed them bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, I didn't know they were cloned.
Yeah, because they call it different type. They call it selective breeding, but that's cloning. They take the best, breed with the best, and you get the bigger things. That's how they take the one that's got the most white meat, breed it with another that's got white meat, and basically that's how it keeps happening. But basically, in 1530s, actually Spanish, what they called them, Indian fowls. The Indian fowls eventually acquired a race through Europe. Basically, we're talking Araby, Israel, the bird of India.
Basically, wherever the turkeys were, they used them to eat.
Yeah, because they were easily domesticated. They loved to eat. They don't do anything but eat. Turkeys tend to be not mean little monsters.
And they don't lay eggs.
Well, they do lay eggs. Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, they do lay eggs, but it's not like the chicken eggs that you eat. You eat chicken eggs, right?
No,
and then they make the chickens into chickens.
The turkey eggs are mostly meant for turkeys only. So
to make new turkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, you just look at everywhere you look down this thing, turkeys are they've been used as feasts for kings and queens and emperors, and basically even Shakespeare, Sir Toby Belch, here overwhelming road, oh peace contemptors make us a rare turkey cock of him. See, like your cock turkey. They even made it welcome home turkey. I love that. They said the turkeys made a complete circle. They came over with the pilgrims.
There were probably some over here already.
Yeah,
But what happened was the Pilgrims didn't know what was over here.
No, they brought turkeys with them to bred with the wild turkeys that are already here, and created more turkey, different types of
is that
turkey.
what they were doing?
Yeah.
Well, actually, because we've heard that they've been going back and forth,
But
right?
the Pilgrims were crossbreeding their turkeys with the Plymouth Foundation turkeys, and ended up with a really great turkey. Basically, a national bird. Okay, the first
I didn't know they were a national bird.
The first Continental Congress selected a committee to design the Great Seal. I mean, it's a turkey on the Great Seal. I thought it was an eagle.
I thought well, maybe they changed. I thought it was an eagle too.
Oh, it basically is a sense of humor. Benjamin Franklin did it out of sense of humor.
Oh.
It's a turkey. You know, okay, we do have the eagle, but it was those pin feathers are turkeys, folks.
Well, where did this thing about a turkey? Like something's a turkey, it's like didn't go that well.
Yeah.
Right?
Basically, Benjamin Franklin, for his part, he didn't wish the bald eagle had not been chosen to represent our country, because the bald eagle is not as representative as the turkey who left our nation's land to take over the world. The bald eagle didn't. The bald eagle tends to be territorial, whereas the turkey is everywhere. Isn't that something?
Oh, interesting.
And that's something, basically turkey. There's a lot of stuff. There's many pages on turkey. That male turkeys can turn their heads red, white, and blue by controlling the flow of oxygen to their heads while strutting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But
no wonder why patriotic red, white, and blue turkeys.
Yeah. What happened though was that basically the turkeys became an endangered species.
Because everybody wanted to eat them, probably.
Everyone was eating them. I mean, the day they're thought of as a really, turkey hunts are really big today. I mean,
really?
Well, yeah, because people basically, if they've controlled the population of wild turkey, not in the method that you think of, they've increased the population.
Really?
Well, because the turkey population almost died out. Basically, what happened, they clear the habitat. They'd get rid of all the turkeys. Got to have wooded area, folks. They don't live in the plains area. Because they do fly and they do run, but they don't fly far, and they don't run far.
And they're not really smart, they get domesticated pretty easily. And all they do is want your food because they're hungry.
A turkey is they said they're two of the God's stupidest creatures are a horse and a turkey. A horse will run back into a burning building. A turkey will raise its head up in a rainstorm to drink. They'll literally drown in a rainstorm, which is why domesticated turkeys tend to be kept indoors to keep the stupid birds from killing themselves. But I'm guessing that the original turkey wasn't as dumb as this domesticated one, but they were basically created to go from forested area to forest area, which is why they had tremendous speed flying and tremendous ground thing, because you basically jump from one area to another.
Well, it was probably survival of the fittest at that time, right?
Yeah.
And as they became more domesticated, they didn't hone in their skills as a turkey.
Because basically talking about as the civilization moved forward, the turkey became less and less in this country.
Because too many people were eating them.
By the early part of the 20th century, only 30,000 turkeys still existed in the wild. Basically, what happened was, though, what happens with a lot of things is that when people clear the land, when the land becomes useless, they move onward. What happened when we moved somewhere else, the land reforested. You know what happened in the reforested lands?
What?
The turkeys started coming back.
Oh.
So now there are millions of them. The problem comes is that pen-raised turkeys were getting loose in the wild, and they were poor turkey. The pen-raised turkey got out and started infecting the turkeys in the wild and killed off the back. So we're talking.
They killed off the wild turkeys?
Yeah. Basically, it's taken in addition, basically. Basically, they can't stock raise wild turkeys either. So, if you stock raise a wild turkey, it becomes a domesticated turkey. So they had to do it in the wild. So turkey told you they were dumb to sit there and want to breed. They become totally domesticated if you put them inside. So, but
and by 1959, remember those 30,000 turkeys? Now